Welcome back. Here's where we are with whiteout. Little update video. We got motor sitting where she belongs. We had to do quite a little bit to get her there. We had to change the K-member out. It might be another way to do it. This is just the cheapest, easiest way I found to do it. I found a LSK member for $100 on Facebook Marketplace, and I went and picked her up. Put her in, made the motor fit. So we're not going to end up using the slider mounts we bought. So it might make us have to redo the transmission mounting, but there's a lot of play there on the mount, the actual stock mount. I think we can just drill the hole wider or farther back and it'll be fine. I'm going to have this truck's power steering pump right now, I think, an alternator, which is going to make me have to cut a hole in the hood. So I'm really trying to figure out a way around doing that. But if we do, we'll get the fiberglass kit and we'll just fiberglass over the hole. And we'll fix it if we do cut a hole in the hood, because we're going to end up painting the car in the end. In the very end, that'll be one of the last things. I got some white spray paint just to touch up this stuff, just to give a good coating under the engine bay. While I got stuff, I'll just throw a bag over the motor or something. Anyway, there she is. Like I said, we had to spend another $100 on the K-member, but it's in there. Getting trans fluid today so we can test fit the transmission and see where it's going to go and how far up and down the motor goes. Because while the headers we bought said they fit, they do not fit in this car. I don't know if you can see it. I don't have the flashlight out here with me, but yeah, it's kind of dark right there, right up and right where you can kind of see one of the bangs. We beat that firewall back right there quite a little bit, actually, about an inch and a half already. Might need to go back a little more, but that's where the gas pedal mounts. But worst case is we'll mount the pedal on a couple risers to put it back a little farther, and then we'll sit back farther in the driving seat, or whatever we got to do. It's not that big a deal to get full throw out of the pedal. We're trying to make it all work. It barely clears the steering rack too. Once we get the headers on, we have to be able. We'll see if we can turn the steering. We might have to bang the headers a little bit right there. Because when it's turning this way, it's a little bit closer right here than it is this way. Not a lot, but in the worst case, we might even grind the corner off of that if we have to. Whatever we got to do to make it clearance. Sorry, that's funny to me. Still ain't figured out much of the wiring, but without all the car wiring, we can still use the car electronics. That's not a big deal. We'll make the motor a standalone harness. We're just trying to actually power the stock gauges and actually power the motor off of the stock fuse block. Because it already has power wires that run over here. Just got to find the right ones that already powered the computer before. The computer sat right there. And there's a power junction block right here, and all these come from the fuse box. And some of these are fusible links going to the fuse box too, though. Actually, I think that's actually what they are. I haven't traced down any of the wiring. I've been kind of lazy sitting around the house with the family. They're all home, and usually I'm home alone, and so I come out here and work on the car, but now they're all home, so I've been just having family time and putting the car on hold for a while. But Big Daddy Trump, at least that's what everyone's been saying. I think Congress gave us the check, but whatever, either way you want to look at it, they gave us the check. So I bought some more parts. Went a little over budget now, but it'll be alright. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on where we're at. I haven't done a video in a while. I got a couple different parts that came in already. We're waiting on a few. This is the hub. We're going to mount the new steering wheel. One wire's run through it. The horn will still be where it belongs. And with the screws, so did the steering wheel, so we'll decide which screws look better and use the ones that look better. Now the quick connect coupler will probably come with screws too, so probably have 3 sets of screws to the steering wheel. Still working on the bumper. I don't know if I'd shown you that yet. Getting all that black paint off of it. I think I showed you. I got all the black paint off the side. off those. You know, if you remember, the stripes were painted black. I'm gonna paint the mirrors. Thinking about painting the mirrors white when I do the car. We don't know yet. I kind of like the top being black like that. The mirrors kind of fit in with the top being black. I got the new steering wheel already. It came in. It's a little bit smaller than the old one. Quite a bit smaller, but you know, whatever. It's alright. It might be a little harder to turn, but actually probably won't be because it's still going to have power steering. The ratio will be a little bit different, but who cares? But only to my hand. Back up, pup. Dog's trying to get under the door there. Still debating on changing doors with the other Camaro. I got pops. I'm still thinking about just taking the door handles completely off, so I can just pop them with poppers. Put springs in here, you know. Put springs in the door jambs, so the door will pop open when you push the button. It'll just, and you'll open it, you know. That's what we're going for, but that's way down the line. We'll just leave it parked in the garage until we get that worked out. Sorry, the video is not the best. You can't see much. Mostly me talking without you seeing me, because just looking at the car today. Getting exhaust. I've got 2 mufflers coming. I'm going to be using the MagnaFlow FXs. They're straight throughs, 2.5 inch. I'm doing 2.5 inch pipe all the way back, dual exhaust. Probably thinking about trying to make an X pipe. So this car is going to take me longer than I wanted it, but honestly, when I bought the car, I had a 10-year goal. So if I get this thing running this year, that's way ahead of goal, and even if it takes me till the end of summer. Either way, we're working on her. I got a new torque arm coming. It was the cheapest way to mount the torque arm, because you know how the old ones mount to the transmission themselves, and the new transmission doesn't have that mount on the back of it. So we'll be taking that out. Torque arm. There's the exhaust. We still haven't cut it off. It's in a few pieces on the old stock exhaust. We've been messed with a few times. It's going to be all new, but not. Unfortunately, it didn't go stainless. I guess the mufflers are stainless and the headers are stainless, but the rest of the exhaust will be rusty metal. You can see my rusty floor there. Don't worry about that. I'll be fixing that too. This probably won't. I don't do a lot on video. Dog, get out of there. You're going to get stuck under there. Look at the dog. Look at the dog trying to crawl into the car with me. Come on now, get on out of there. Look at him. Yeah, you fatty, you're gonna get stuck, fatty. You're moving my drive shaft too. Don't you knock my ends off. Just put that U-joint on there, dog. Don't you mess up my new U-joint. Alright, anyway, just wanted to give you all a heads up. There we are. That was the heads up. I don't think I got any more parts sitting in here to show you. I did get everything put on the motor. The flywheel's on there, rear main's on there. The head gap, the valve covers are going to fit, I think. This one's going to be touch and go, but I still haven't decided if I'm removing that box yet. I probably should have done it while the motor was out. If I'm going to, but well, we like to do stuff the hard, long way around here. I'm still thinking about keeping heat and AC, so for right now the box is staying. It's not a race car yet. If we ever go full race car, we'll be pulling the dash. The box can come out that way. You know, it'll get a roll cage and all that then. I do have a new cap coming. I can show you the before. Kind of see it in there. The dash is just trash. I don't know if you can see through the glass. It's pretty dirty. You can see the dash is just destroyed. It's just trash. The seats are trash. Got new seats coming. I put that seat cover on that one. It don't look too bad, but the seats are tore up too. You know, this is the good one. The other one looks way worse. The back seats were good. They're staying for now. Haven't done much else. I think the power bank's gonna go right here where the tape deck goes, where the tapes go. Cassette tapes. Maybe it had CDs. I don't know. It's a 96, so it probably had a tape holder. Probably had a tape player in it when it was stock. I'd have to look it up. I don't know Camaros that well. I was a truck guy. Always had Silverados. Until the Envoy. I've had a couple S10s, but I've always usually have a truck. So never had a Camaro. Never looked at them. I got a friend who had one in high school. This would have been, I'd have been 14 when this car came out this particular year, but I think, yeah, I'd have been 14 that year. So, no biggie. I am also getting the ABS Delete kit. I thought about it a million times. A lot of people tell you how to do it online. You can do it for like 40 bucks. And that's what one of them said. You can buy all the parts, a little cheap proportioning valve, a couple little T's. And then you got to tee the front brake lines. Take this to a T because it's got the 4 ports. It's got 2 front and 2 back, I think. Maybe I do got the 3-port one. Hold on. I guess I never really looked at it. I think it goes. Maybe I do have 3. I only have 3. Either way. So I just need a proportioning. I'd only need a proportioning valve for the back. And a hopefully I just need a T for the front. But I don't know if that would work good enough. You might want a multi-port proportioning valve so you can adjust front and back, front to back, and actual pressure front to back. And I'd have to change. I think I'd have to change the master cylinder if I wanted to go that way. I'm not sure. There's not a rule. There's a lot of information about it, but oh yeah, the front and back chamber. From here it looks like I only have one. My bad. Never really looked at this stuff. I probably should. I just do it as I get to it. That's why I didn't know that was 3. I haven't even looked at it, but also that's why I haven't ordered it yet. Still debating on the whole kit. I'm thinking about the kit because it comes with a line lock and everything like that, but I don't know if I want to run that much more electrical crap, and I don't really care about a line lock. This thing's going to have plenty of power. It'll spin its tires just fine. A line lock is not going to help with launching, really. It's just helping with burnouts. And we're looking into the 3rd shift start tuning you can do to the 4L80s to get a 3rd gear launch, but I don't think we're going to have any problem. Right now, with this motor being as little of a baby as it is, I don't reckon it'll have enough power to matter with all that for now. But who knows? Can't really find much on this cam, the specs on this cam. I can guesstimate it to be 400 to the motor, 420, somewhere around there. But with the stock heads and being the 706, you know, not the good heads, it's probably a little lower. Won't know. I'm not gonna. Probably won't ever put it on a dyno. They like to charge too much for that, unless I ever get my own dyno. But thanks for watching. For those of you that care, I appreciate you guys coming and checking in on my videos, and we'll keep you updated as much as we can. We're getting all the parts for Toast. Or Toast, that's one. It's the Camaro. Getting all the parts for Whiteout. Basically Toast's cousin here. Toast's younger brother. Y'all watch Cletus? I just think Camaro makes me think of the word toast all because of Cletus. Anyway, we'll call it Toast's younger brother, Whiteout. I think it's the same year as the Grub Worm, I think it's called. I don't know, the one that holds the record right now. But it has, I think it has the LT1 in it. It's a crap old truck motor like everyone else does. Anyway, and once again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. Appreciate it. You guys have a great time.